sent the city into meltdown last night. She was spotted dining out. She ventured out at an Italian restaurant.
Let's get some more information on that Italian restaurant and that night out. Hello, Peter Ford. She was with singer Sabrina Carpenter there.
Yeah, who is a support act. And that in itself is actually a bit of a surprise because you'll hear many stories about support acts who talk about they never got to meet the famous person they were touring with. They just don't socialise. But there they were last night at Pellegrino 2000. A fascinating choice because it's not one of the restaurants you hear about visiting big-name celebrities going to. You hear about Aria, you hear about Bennelong, but here they were, and they described themselves as being a neighbourhood trattoria. Recently named, I might add, though, in the Time Out list of places you must eat when you go to Sydney. So try get a booking there for the next few weeks. They will be absolutely booked out. But, of course, maybe they thought, oh, we'll go there. No one's going to think to look for us there. And sure enough, the word got out, and as you saw there, the crowds all turned up. But, you know, quite a moderately priced restaurant, as these things go. If you look at the menu, lots of options.
We've got the prices.
What do you think she had? Do you reckon she had... I reckon she would have got some olives first, then a bit of focaccia, and, I mean, they'd be looking at the prices. Well, there is a sort of set menu if you're worried about costs, just so you know exactly what you're going to be up for. So Pellegrino 2000 obviously would be very thrilled that they chose. Now, we don't know the backstory yet. You're loving some of that?
Yeah, she may have splashed out on the steak at $58. Or,
she could have done.
She probably...
Pete, do we have any idea of the cost of Avgas to send your private jet back to America to pick up your boyfriend?
Well, we don't. But I'll tell you what, in Surrey Hills, there were other diners who were there last night. You can just, there was someone rang into Ben Fordham's show this morning, and they were just so excited that you can see there is one, that may or may not be one of the diners last night. I can't guarantee that is the actual person who was there last night. But anyway, now hang on, stop everything, because we actually have a major twist in the narrative. Now, we thought that Travis Kelce was going to be on a plane from Honolulu heading back to Sydney, arriving just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's not happening. No. That plane is... Because the plane is now heading. We've been studying this. This is thoroughly legal, folks. We wouldn't do anything illegal. This is a plane that is now heading for Seoul in South Korea. Now, we don't know who's on that plane. It may or may not be Travis. See, I've said all along, I think they're going to hold off till next week because she goes into work mode on Friday and, you know, she's going to have a very busy 4 days. As of next Tuesday, she can fly out to Singapore, and she's actually got 10 nights in Singapore, including some nights off. So in terms of having a nice, lovely time together, they could have 2 weeks together in Singapore with several nights off during that period. So if he comes to Sydney, he's just going to be sitting in the hotel room and waiting for her to get home. So that's not romantic, is it?
Maybe she's playing with us all because she knows everyone's tracking the jet now, so she's just sent it off on a wild goose chase. So that
maybe the commercial, the charter jet has gone off to just do another job.
It could be.
Isn't it her plane?
It's not a plane. No, it's a charter jet.
But meanwhile, talking about following these jets, the bloke who has been getting the cease and desist letters from her, bloke called Jack Sweeney, has put up today his response that he sent, or his legal people sent back to her legal people, basically saying there is nothing unlawful about using publicly accessible information. Now, the guts of all this is, he believes, and other people believe, that, you know, then she wants to say, oh, you're putting my life in danger by publishing this information. But the belief from a lot of people, including Jack Sweeney, is in fact she's trying to close down the fact that she's using the private jet a lot and the carbon emissions and all that kind of stuff, even though she pays for the offset. So she's trying to avoid bad publicity.
Okay.
Speaking of singers still, Beyonce's made history again. What